This should be alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get this underway before it raises 20 fucking degrees in 20 minutes. Have fun not being weird. Have fun not being weird and spiritually impoverished for your entire life. If you are one of the people that I'm going to describe, then I genuinely hope that you have as much fun as possible not being weird. And also spiritually impoverished for your entire life as well. Last video, my first video, I was talking about how perception propels you to where you are at any time. So, with this being the case, most of the stuff that's considered weird now is like normal human behavior, but if you demoralize a generation, if you numb a generation, if you expose a generation to propaganda and you shame them, you psychologically shame them, you psychologically engineer them into not being individual humans with personalities and spirits and characteristics that separate them and make them unique. You instead just make a bunch of yes men. You make a society of yes men. You make an entire circle jerk of people who just do what is socially acceptable at the moment. A bunch of fence riders. No one's even asking who's building the fence. No one's even trying to find out why are the social norms normal and how are they normal. I do believe that a lot of people, more people that you think, find it hard to take you niggas seriously when you're walking around doing and saying shit that not only is weird to them, but is objectively out of alignment to what is natural. I referenced again how psychology has things that list off certain behavioral patterns in a range to where it is described as out of alignment. It is disorderly. It's out of human conduct. And if a entity that appears to be human is behaving like a evil fourth dimensional entity, evil spirit, don't think it's so disorderly, weird, and out of alignment to then call that person the demon. Why are we pretending like possession doesn't exist? Why are we pretending like that shit only happens in movies? Why are we pretending like shit that's been talked about, shit that people have been talking about for thousands of years over now? Why are we just pretending like they just woke up one day and started saying that shit for no reason? These people didn't have iPhones. How the fuck do you think they were getting this? Do you think people just had wild imaginations? I couldn't give you enough shrooms. I couldn't give you enough psychedelics. I couldn't give you enough fucking ayahuasca for you to be exposed to nothing but trees and grass and bodies of water. I couldn't give you enough of that for you to then conceive an idea in your mind that is as odd as someone's head spinning around and then floating up in the air and chanting things in different languages and using magic to influence the third dimensional reality to how they see fit to a personalized level. It's kind of over for you. You're not gonna make it if you still believe in that shit. I know this may sound whimsical at first. I may sound like I'm fucking Johnny Depp trying to convince you of this, but again, don't think I'm trying to convince you. I only am, so I only embody. doesn't matter if you disagree or agree with it, but resonance is important, so that's why I'm making these videos. If you believe that magic isn't real in 2025, I truly want to know your routine. Like, what is so much of a inhibiting factor for you in terms of, are you blind? Are you incapable of perceiving light with your eyes? Can you not hear the shit that's going on? Can you not internally feel it? Do you not have a spirit? Do you not have a soul? Are you just a sack of flesh? Are you a sack of meat? Just like how science tells you are you truly just a pocket of meat? And you're just an unfilling vessel? There's a saying that I very much enjoy, that I reference daily. It says, angels are able to fly because they are able to take themselves lightly. And there's a plethora of archetypes of people that I could refer to that don't take themselves lightly. Because of this reason, they are not able to fly. They are not able to soar. They are not able to excel. They are not able to navigate the heavens or the earth with ease. They cannot understand. So they are grounded, not in the sense where they are serene, not in the sense where they are connected. They are grounded as in how a 4-year-old would see or perceive being grounded, being punished. You are restricted, you are limited, and for no reason. The most blaring, the most calling archetype that I am being internally called to bring up to the forefront of the topic right now for this video are the quote-unquote YNs. You know those guys, right? The guys that hide their bad physiognomy, they hide their bad skull structure because they have bad genes and they're malnourished and they're insecure as fuck and they hate the way they look. Most of the time they're just actually ugly. Look up physiognomy. It's not a pseudoscience. There's a reason why it was hushed up. The frequency of the spirit of a person can affect the geometry of their skeleton and flesh. This is why certain pedigrees of people, certain bloodlines, you can tell if a person descends from a Hamitic lineage. You can tell when a person is African. It is not just the skin. If people, you have a lot of cultured people who are still under the impression that all people with dark brown skin look the same. Go to India. You tell me those people look just the same as Sudanese people? Go to Sudan. You tell me those Sudanese people look just the same as Nigerian people? Go to any South African country. Like, let's say ethnicity. Like the Khoisan, I hope I'm saying that right. The Khoisan people. You tell me that they look just alike? Are you fucking serious? That's how you sound like when you are under a rock and you like to pretend like everything is all good and that there is nothing larger than what you can stick your dick in and shove in your fucking ear canals with in EMF Bluetooth earbuds. You feel me? These people have a tragic incapability of taking themselves lightly, so for this reason, they take everything too seriously. And they think that they're cool. It's hyper-masculine. It's like the in-style thing to do. It's hip to be mad as fuck for no reason all the time. It's hip to blast your ears, to blast your brain with that 440 hertz bullshit. You listen to the same nigga talk about the same shit for the 400th time. It's so cool to kill people, right? That's not antisocial at all. It's so cool to talk about killing people for low amounts of money and doing every drug imaginable. It's good to wreck your body. Your body don't work hard for you. Go ahead and take some pills, man. Lower your frequency. Give yourself cancer. Destroy families. Destroy your own family. Destroy yourself. That's not demonic at all. That's not weird. You aren't a fucking weirdo for that at all. That's not strange. All you listen to is Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Man, you ain't strange, man. You cool. You cool. You are a real cool person. I trust you. I would trust you. Absolutely. As long as you aren't one of those eccentric types, you know? Don't want you getting caught walking around one of these. What's this nigga doing? It's a stick with some jasper in it. It's wrapped in copper. Why the fuck does he know about biosignatures? Why is he aware that the earth has free electrons that you can absorb and you're supposed to walk around barefoot because the soles on your feet, the shoes you wear are made of rubber. It's almost like they're trying to insulate you to ground, but not in the sense where you are connected but blocked off or limited, so that you cannot regenerate, so that you cannot heal, so that you cannot connect, so that you cannot lower your cortisol, so that you cannot get rid of any toxins you have brewing inside your body. Nah, take all the drugs, man. Just be mad as fuck all the time. Don't release any of that negative frequency. That's weird. That's too whimsy and eccentric. You gotta fit the stereotype. Where the fuck is your shiesty mask, man? You gotta hide your face. You gotta wear all black in 88-degree weather right now, because that's the cool thing to do. That's not weird. Let's see what else. Your typical midwit, like 98 IQ Redditor, like swear to God he write about everything. There's nothing bigger than what he can comprehend. He has an answer for everything, and when he doesn't have an answer for it, he still somehow has an answer for it, because science, dark matter. Because everyone definitely knows what the fuck that is. That's quantum anything. Put the word quantum in front of it. These niggas that eat it up. Don't talk about spirituality, because that's weird. This scientific concept that changed like 5 times within 20 years because it kept being wrong. That's not weird to base your entire life off of at all. That's not strange. That's real realistic. That's not limiting. You see where I'm getting at. Have fun not being weird and spiritually impoverished. I titled this video like that because every time I've ever fell into the trap of trying, the curse of Sisyphus, just pushing the boulder up a mountain. The mountain doesn't end, it just keeps going. You're just working for the sake of working. You are forsaking yourself, trying to convince. You're raising your blood pressure, you're getting mad, and you're wasting your precious time arguing with someone who is hell-bent on misunderstanding you and who is hell-bent on misunderstanding in general. What you say doesn't matter. What you embody is. You can have a heated argument about whatever, and again, you can be the smartest boy in the room, you can be so in tune. You realize the person who is wearing puffer jackets and shiesty masks in like 88-degree, 90-degree weather, when they look just as fucking crazy as you don't realize it, because you're a guy trying to explain how the music that a person is listening to a guy who can't spell his own name, you're fucking screaming in his face, "Dude, you're not understanding the vibration!" You're not getting through to that person. I believe there's a song about that. Don't forsake yourself. Don't worry too much about other people. You really, it will do you justice in the long run of life if you immediately are able to recognize if a person is worth it. And by that, you just know what I mean. Some people are flushers, some people are throwaways, some people are supposed to just going around killing each other. They're supposed to just do a bunch of drugs and not have a family. Who cares about them? We need flushers, we need slaves. Any high-functioning society needs slaves. We need the bad genetics to discern from the good genetics. We need the bad spirits to discern from the good spirits. We need the workers. We need the midwits. We need the Reddit mods who might be a manager in Amazon. We need them niggas. How else are we going to get our packages, you know? People like you and me. I highly recommend that you start creating too. If you enjoy even the first video I made, I'm currently at, to my knowledge, 28 subscribers while making this video. But hey, if I upload this, when I upload this, I see that it has 100. I see I have 100,000 subscribers. I have millions of views. Oh, so cool. Don't just watch me, because you can be that guy with all those subscribers, with all those views, with all that attention that you can transmute into wealth, to keep yourself from having to be surrounded by the midwits, are the people who like to cause destruction and be poor all the time. Let's see how this is going. I have an anecdote that I would like to share with you that is going to sound so wacky, you might not believe it. You might think I'm making this up, but I assure you I'm not. I was in a group chat a while ago. I want to say 3 years ago now. It was one of those dorky ass underground rapper music group chats. And there was this one guy, he was so insufferable. He was bragging about how he was fucking some like blue hair, fat white bitch for New Year's. You know, just one of those types, the r/I have sex guys. You can tell he doesn't really get much, and what he does is like really low quality. Because he's a peasant, he takes what he can get. It's a sad story, really. You're supposed to be a big shot music artist, you fucking ugly white bitches, come on now. Fat, blue hair, like you can't do anything better than that. Shit, man. Blah, 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 blah. This guy, to no surprise, starts talking about his porn addiction for some reason to the entire group chat. No shame whatsoever. I was like, hey man, that's not the best if you value your cognition. Somehow that made me a porn addict because I said that porn wasn't good for you. And I was like, so if I said meth was bad for you, would I in turn, in your warped perception, be a meth addict? Like just by default? Is that what that means? When you don't do something, that then means you're addicted to it? I want to know the ins and outs of that, and like, when does it stop doing that? I was genuinely curious. I wanted to know, like, his brain. How did it work? I wanted to know how this guy's porn damaged brain really functioned. I didn't get mad. If you watched Team 4-Star, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, it was this scene, it was Goku, you know, like they made his whole character a fucking idiot. But it's funny though, it's endearing. And Frieza, like he was on planet Namek, he was talking to Frieza for the first time. He said, how do you function? That's what I was thinking. I wasn't mad in that moment. I was like, how do you function? How the fuck do you put on pants, man, in the morning? Like, what the fuck do you do all day? If I can get a day in the life TV show where it's just you, I'd watch that shit with the fucking bag of popcorn. This guy got upset with me. Like, he genuinely got visceral with me. Because I said, hey man, porn ain't the best for your brain. You should probably not fucking say that in the group chat full of 50 fucking people. A lot of grown people, so that's really embarrassing, but also some teenagers as well. So like, why the fuck are you doing that? Again, that's not strange though, and that guy isn't possessed, because you know, I said that bad thing was bad thing for him and he got really mad. This guy isn't possessed. It's weird to say that that's possessed. It's weird to say that the porn addict with the porn addiction has an addiction. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Can't you read a room? This is the point I was getting at though. Most of the shit that's weird now, it's really not weird. We live in a upside down, backward society. The shit that was really weird about 20 years ago apparently is normal. I don't gotta go too deep into that. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. The shit that was a complete abomination of nature. The shit that would get you burned at the fucking stake. The shit that would get you ripped in half by horses, hung, get your fucking lungs ripped out your back. No, that shit's cool. That's cool. Shit that would get you pelted with rocks until you just died. It's hip, it's cool. And what you want to be is hip and cool, don't you? That's the most important thing. You want to have all the good boy points. You want to be the best person you can be to a bunch of demons. That's beneficial in the long run. That's going to help you be a better person. This is going to ensure that you do not suffer for an eternity after this vessel expires. At a young age, I'm very glad I'm eloquent enough to put this into words now, because as a kid, I went to the lowest, or at least one of the lowest performing middle schools in Fort Worth, Eastside Fort Worth. Handley Middle School. That place is now a alternative school. So a school for flushers, a school for people who are going to die before they graduate, if they graduate. When I was around kids at that school, I was thinking to myself, anytime I was in some type of peer pressure situation, like I fumigate Quantabashi now, I do smoke now, but I didn't. Of course I didn't. When I was 13, I didn't fucking smoke when I was 12. Somehow that was weird, and I thought to myself, as this is being pushed on to me, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, grown-ass man range now, 21, 22. And I'm surrounded by people who are just like actually shoving this shit in my, man, come on. Oh, you're harshing the vibe. Oh, we won't think you're cool if you don't do it. I don't think you niggas are cool. And I perhaps this wasn't like taken into account because I wasn't the cool guy, so people weren't like worried about if I thought that they were cool. But when they would just like enforce that they wouldn't think I was cool if I didn't do some shit that I didn't want to do in that moment, I was like, you do realize I have zero respect for you niggas. The only reason why I'm around you is because like you have a means of transportation so I can get the fuck home, because you kind of have me hostage right now in the situation I don't want to be in with a bunch of niggas that shouldn't be around, that I'm feeling a physical and frequential repulsion towards. And I would, that the gut feeling and that spirit, that inner feeling, it would always get proven right, because some wacky, completely non-logical shit would happen that would just make you think in that moment the spirit is absolutely real. I don't gotta go into too much depth about it. If you're fucking interested in the story time, I'll fucking make story times, but for right now they're saying that, so let's see how this is going so far. To keep this video on the shorter side, I will be concluding it here. I do believe I brought up everything that was relevant to me in the moment. I will be remiss though if I do not mention that the guy with the porn addiction that I talked about earlier in the video said as a justification for his odd behavior now, for his hypersexuality, degeneracy, his masochistic addiction, his survival mechanism to have a forced love for something that he knows deep down is wrong, that he hates. He says to me, in justification for his porn addiction, as he's being angry with me, as he's being completely disorderly with me, he was molested. So that makes it okay to be a degenerate because he was molested. Keep perpetuating that cycle of abuse, because you know you're talking about porn addiction to a group chat full of people, no shame. So because you have no shame, you'll definitely do a bunch of shit that a bunch of people wouldn't do. And if children are in the mix, if you have teenagers in this group chat and you're talking about your sexual deviancy, this is a person I just simply wouldn't trust around my kid. I don't care. If you're going to make me bet money on Joe across the street over there or that guy I'm talking about, I'm bet on that guy I'm talking about to molest a child. This is what it is. If I knew, if he was relevant enough for me to remember his name, I would name drop his ass right now. But like, he's that pathetic. I don't even remember. But yeah, long story short, nigga got mad at me because he got molested like I did this shit. Nigga, stop watching porn. You're adding fuel to the fire. Fucking lift a weight. A lot of people have been taken advantage of when they were just kids. That makes you no less of a person. It makes you stronger, or it can destroy you. You can let whatever mold you. This goes out to all the people who have had some foul shit happen to them when they were just defenseless children. You understand that doesn't make you anything, right? That means some shit happens to you. But that's why there's a thing called transmutation, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed, it can only be transmutated. Turn that into something that makes you even stronger, because the fact of the matter is the shit happened. That doesn't fuck with you, that doesn't like distort your honor, that doesn't distort your character. You don't have to be something now because of that. You don't have to let that demon planted inside of your mind fester into a perpetuation of that cycle of abuse. Stop that abuse. Stop the cycle and spiral upward. You have. So be it.